Hey guys, happy Witchy Wednesday. Our poor great god Pan, of course, is demonized by the Christians in the coming of Jesus. So, of course, everything's going to be destroyed and disrupted and, perversed or reversed and perversed at the same time. I didn't know that Pan actually has a holy procession of the dying. He dies also as well, and then he rises again. So I did not know that, and I did not know that he had his own city, which is Panopolis, which is really interesting. And I mean, it is just amazing because look at the great god Pan, who does not love the great god Pan, and I'm glad that you guys like this. It does give us a little bit more information into the background history and how Christianity, its absorption rate again is like a sponge, and it took in all the satires, and it was all ruled to be demons and evil little spirits running around. So, all right. Now, like those of his brother gods, Pan's holy drama of death and resurrection was celebrated annually. I didn't know that. Providing the original Greek, I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to say it, or goat song. It's a goat song. As he fertilized the land. So Pan-inspired sexual revels lasted well into the Christian era, together with elements of worship from the cult of the maiden, as the May Day festivities were maidens, where maidens danced around the phallic maypole before coupling, perhaps indiscriminately, with local lads, much to the church's impotent disgust. Well, of course, everything is. Even Valentine's Day, Lupercalia, all of it. Now, Cromwell's Puritan protectorate, whatever, much to the church's banned maypoles. He actually banned maypoles. So, along with virtually everything else that made life worth living. That's terrible, isn't it? So, I mean, I guess you couldn't drink back then. I guess you in this city or whatever, whatever Cromwell's rules were, you couldn't drink. You probably couldn't, even be with your wife or your husband without, being in the missionary position, like it did say. Weird. Now, to the Puritans, the sexual license involved in the festivities, well, the festivals, was bad enough. But in some areas, the May or maiden, who gave her name to the month, which is May, was even associated somewhat confusedly with the popish Virgin Mary. Yeah, she derived from the goddess of, she did. So the crude symbolism of the maypole was understood, if not accepted, by Cromwell's co-religionists, such as the writer Philip Stubbs. He probably is a stub. Whose detailed description of the festivities seems a little fevered. All right, so these are some of the descriptions of the festivities by the Christians. All right, so he says, young men and maids, old men and wives, run gadding overnight to the woods, groves, hills, and mountains, where they spent all night in pleasant pastimes. Does this not sound like Lupercalia? It does. It sounds exactly like Lupercalia. Now, and in the morning they return, bringing with them birch and branches of trees to deck their assemblies with. Now, and no marvel, for there is a great Lord present amongst them, Satan, prince of hell. Well, of course, everything is demonized by Christians. What do you expect? Jeez. But the chiefest jewel they bring from hence is their maypole, which they bring home with great veneration. Well, of course, the same thing with, the Yule tree. 200 or 300 men, wow, women and children following it with great devotion. And this being reared up, they strew the ground about, bind green bows about it, set up summer halls. What is that word I wrote? Bowers and arbors. Heard by. I don't know what I wrote. So, and then they fall to dance about it, like as the heathen people did at the dedication of idols, whereof this is a perfect pattern. or rather the thing itself. So that just goes to show us that how, insecure that they were in their own faith and in their own masculinity, because they could not handle, the sexual, the sexual overtone of all these, festivals. When sex is natural, lust is not a sin, it's an emotion, which is, I don't know if it's scientifically proven or not, but there has to be some kind of scientific or it'd be more psychological, physiological, psychological, feeling, like when the brain lights up with lust. Is it an emotion? Yes, it definitely is an emotion too, because it comes and it goes, just like sadness and depression and being happy and joyous. Because you can't be happy all the time. You can be joyous all the time, but you can't be completely 100% happy with like a complete happy mindset all the time. So there are, we have our bows of lows, and we have our lulls, and we have our highs. But I just don't understand why everybody had to demonize Pan. And, Cromwell obviously was that threatened by male masculinity. So what does that say when somebody is threatened? If a male is threatened by male masculinity, what does that say? They're not really that much of a man themselves. So, but okay, guys, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this. I am too, very much so. Obviously, yeah, Pan has not gone anywhere at all. So this is just even better information for all of us to absorb. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great, tomorrow, I don't really do Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm really grateful for you guys. So, I mean, that's my main thing. My extended family of 8,000 people. I love you all 8,000 of you with all my heart. And yeah, you guys are, I'm very grateful for all of you. I'm very grateful for being on, Trevor Bishop's, Haunted Podcast Live. Very grateful for that. Very grateful for all of my friends, my family, the shirt, the clothes that we wear, and the food that we eat, and the music that we get to listen to. I mean, we have it pretty good. We do have it pretty well. And the people that complain about the vaccination stuff or whatever, being controlled and stuff, don't confuse privilege with inconvenience, because I mean, we have it pretty dang good. I mean, come on. So, but I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about people here in my area. It's a ridiculous thing here. But I hope you guys have a great tomorrow. I don't know what you guys celebrate. I don't really believe in the whole Thanksgiving thing. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to be grateful for, my family, my extended family, all my friends, and you guys. And yeah, the gods and Pan. So thank you, Pan. But all right, guys, I love you all very much. All the way from Venus. Always Venus. All the way back down. And I will see you all, yes, tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, because it's just going to be a little Thanksgiving here for us. And yeah, that's it. So I love you all, and everybody have a good whatever you celebrate tomorrow. I love you guys, and I will see you all tomorrow.